Okay, and we are back. So, let's see. I was right, it is Venus. This is an outrage. Can you believe why I've been locked up in here? Surprise me. Apparently my waterfalls and bubbles were broken and hazardous to public health. Some nerve they have. Oh, I'll get my revenge one day. I can see it now. I'll sue him. Venus 5? Mega City, a landmark case. So, 134, just the one energy element. Okay, this one might be short too. Teetering Over the Edge by Kuno Sachiaki. With an overall score of 42.60. Low score from Shin, high score from Flashman. It's becoming a trend. Actually also gives pretty generous scores. Well, Teetering Over the Edge, huh? Oh, Bomberman assets. What is this song? It's very adorable though. Are you gonna be respawning? Nope. Forget your name. Prop top those are? I could not tell you the name of that enemy. That's prop top though. Well, we're not looking for any secrets, so it is gonna be just point A to point B. Teetering Over the Edge. This again? Does that just mean there's an E-tank to that way? Well, if there's an E-tank, I want to go explore. Okay, I didn't know the spikes were not going to kill me. Although I landed on them, but I kept going because, well, the only thing I knew there. That is a rather unfortunate death. Spikes do not kill you at least. Okay. Okay. What's up, Mickey? And is that Minnie too? Can we go back? Oh! 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 Completely forgot that that's gonna happen. It's funny how a stage that seems so not threatening has already caused 2 deaths compared to the previous stage, which had far more focus on combat and enemy challenges and platforming challenges. And I only got caused 1 death. It's curiosity. It's nothing else, it's just curiosity. Well, thanks for the useless E-tank. Oh, there was a checkpoint here, thank goodness. Okay, when I see a log like that, I instantly think that it's foreground. But it isn't. It is very much background. Oh, hello, Curling. Oh, you're in a really annoying spot, aren't you? Let's get rid of you. And the Snake Man platforms. I had a lot of faith there. You're gonna start attacking me, aren't you? Maybe we get rid of you before you become a problem. Same could be said about you. Let's dispose of you before you become a problem. Now the name is at least making a bit more sense. Now we are Teetering roaming the edge. Very much so. Good thing I noticed that. Oh, that was a close one, so that's gonna come off as— oh my god, you are huge! Holy! Ooh! Hello. That was really good reaction time. That might honestly be it for the stage. Are we gonna get a custom boss? A boss? Gyro Man! Okay, my memory of fighting Gyro Man was coming back slowly there. Another short stage! This recording session is turning out to be pretty straightforward so far. No labyrinth stages, no skip teleporter stages, just relatively pretty good stages. And judge commentary time. Mick, 38. This level gave me a very odd first impression. No idea what to make of that music. Anyway, at first this seems normal. If anything, it's really dull, focusing its efforts exclusively on simple enemy challenges, most of which can be annihilated with the Buster and good aim. It can also be the only part of the level you actually play if you end up finding the hidden teleporter, which, not sure how I feel about that. Hidden teleporter? What? After the checkpoint, we have the most precarious teeter-totters known to all mankind, attached to railings that look like they should be solid. Yeah, I fell for that. The seesaw section is the most involved part of the level, and it's also really easy to mess up and die on the tiny platform. There's a reason why Blademan prefers spikes under his seesaws, and it wasn't just because they were pointy. And after that, the level just ends. Kind of a neat concept, but this was bare bones in a lot of ways. Credit to Skullmet for being an effective turret, at least. I took that out before it became a turret. And Giant Lyric for the sheer— what the fuzzy barbecue factor? That was pretty silly. Otherwise though, this was just there, which I guess is better than making me want to punch something. Not an infuriating stage, that's fair. Shin, 22. This felt like less of a full stage and more like a small showcase of the Blademan seesaws, one which didn't even do that much for that matter. There's only one semi-interesting thing about the stage, and even then, this is a bit of a stretch to call it such. The enemies that are positioned to land on the seesaw as you ride it, that on its own could have been worth exploring for a level theme. The curling, which almost caught me off guard. Maybe have the enemies trigger the seesaw platforms for that matter. It doesn't really work here, though, giving their only real purpose is to knock you into the pit below. Beyond that, I honestly don't know what else to talk about with this stage. Given just how unfinished it feels, the giant lyric out of nowhere was kind of funny, and the seesaw's rails looking like solid ground certainly threw me off at first, so there's that, I guess? Sorry, I've got nothing else for this one. This is just a very empty feeling level all around. Actually 53, safety rails not included. This level has a certain cute charm to it, probably because of the whimsical music and the simplistic level design. The beginning half of the stage is rather lackluster, but still serves as a fine way to introduce the enemies that would be used throughout the stage. That being said, the whole teeter gimmick could have been handled better. Need a less confusing texture for the intangible rails, for one thing. Also less reliant on being hit once and knocked all the way into the death pit kind of challenges. Nice giant pixely lyric at the end, that was weird. Yeah! Gyro Man is an appropriate boss for the stage, being somewhat sky themed. Overall, not very much going on with this one. Flashman with a pretty high scoring 62. Between the cheery music, plain graphics and simple challenges, my first thought was kid-friendly NES shovelware. The level grew on me after a while though. Enemies are introduced and reintroduced at a steady pace, and the main gimmick kicks in once everything else is suitably familiar. Granted, the opening stretches down, even for a safe introduction, more varied architecture is warranted. The first skull mechs and curlingers need a little more space to safely and completely communicate how they operate, and the first seesaw track is unforgiving. Still, these are well-timed power-ups to help the player through the first half, and the midpoint is right where it needs to be. The second half is tense but fair, cleverly balancing fast combat with careful platforming, and I would have added a few spikes below the first few platforms as a sort of safety net, a small weapon refill towards the middle, and some deterrent to bypassing the whole thing with rush jet. The enormous lyric is a hoot, and the obligatory big hopper at the boss gate pairs nicely with the bottomless pit to the left. Add Gyro Man and his intriguingly uneven floor to the mix, and you've got a satisfying end to the level. The secret area is cute, but the construction needs major tidying, and the teleporter is a bewildering surprise. The background desperately needs clouds or a color gradient or something. The seesaw rails are a good start, though they do look solid and decisively are not RAP me. The foreground, however, is pretty neat. I appreciate the use of eye-catching architecture rather than fancy tiles to punch up the aesthetic. All in all, this is a pretty decent level. What it lacks in flair and polish, it makes up for in heart. And Ace, 38. So this level is playable. It starts to pick up a bit towards the end as you start to encounter falling seesaw, platform and curlingness, giving a legitimate and earned sense of danger and otherwise fairly tame stage. After some consideration, I even like the larger lick, goofy as it is. But the stage just feels very sloppy overall. Many enemies have little thought to their placement and many of them legitimately cannot hit you. Some of the jumps feel very haphazard, especially when getting off the Snake Man cloud platform. Aesthetically, the pure blue background makes the stage feel so empty. At least the foreground is consistently tiled, but worst of all, what few novel challenges might be there get repeated and copy-pasted immediately afterward. The stage is just dull, man. Gyro Man's new room doesn't add much to the fight, but it is appreciated. The haphazard layout does work in the fight's benefit for increasing Gyro's threat level. Honestly, I think the music choice might be my least favourite thing about the level. It was so obnoxious that it further sapped any fun I could have had. I think I was grateful the stage was just over by the end of it. Repeated visits for getting the review and score quickly led me to the mute button. Secret teleporter. Now you make me curious. Also, my voice is starting to go. So, yeah, this is probably going to be the last stage for this recording session. So, where is this teleporter? It has to be here. Wait. Too early. Next room. My bad. Oh, my curling is coming. So the teleporter has to be here. Where though? There's a ceiling here? Do I have magnet beam? I do. Ooh, ceiling moment. Well, no teleporter. Unfortunate. At least we got a capsule out of it. Eye Golem. Limited edition figure of Rockman, X's final foe. Now you too can own this adorable eyesore. And I am going to leave this recording session here because my voice is beginning to get really worn out. So, 6 energy elements and 22 nickels still to go. Nickels? Tokens. Will be quite a lot in the next few stages, clearly. And they may be lengthy stages of skip teleporters, so that's worrying. But for now, that's where I'm going to leave this recording session. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, fare thee well.